Welcome to Deborah Investigates. I am your host, Deborah, and today I'm investigating the hashtag Free Wendy Williams movement. So here's my opinion. I saw Wendy Williams with Charlamagne the God on The Breakfast Club. I then saw Wendy doing an interview with Don Lemon. And in my opinion, I believe that Wendy seemed incoherent. Wendy told us on her show that she is checking into a rehab centre or a dry house every evening. She looked like she was back on cocaine. She looked like she was drinking too much. And it was Wells Fargo as a fiduciary who would have seen something in order for them to file the petition for the court to appoint a guardian. And they would have had to prove evidence. The courts don't just willy-nilly grant a guardianship, especially in a case like this when it's an adult and there is some medical issues and allegations. So that would have had to be certified by a medical professional. And the petition would have been filed by Wells Fargo, who, has her fiduciary, saw some troubling behaviors. Was it troubling transactions? You know, there's attorney-client privilege. So I'm not so sure what they saw. I'm only going to speculate, but it was enough for the bank to petition the court to appoint a third-party guardian. And from what I could pick up from some of these interviews, there are concerns about Wendy's family members taking the position of guardian. So there's this third-party fiduciary, a respected trust and estates lawyer in the state of New York, who has been appointed a guardian. And Wendy said in her interview she was able to go to her son's graduation. She was able to give her son a car. So while she may not have, she's talked about having $15. The guardian with that fiduciary duty most probably didn't want to give her any more than that for her to spend it on drugs and alcohol. And while we do have freedoms to do what we want, the bank must have seen something. So I am against the hashtag Free Wendy Williams movement. The only thing I do believe is there seems to be no evidence that her son Kevin Jr. doesn't have his mother's best interest at heart. And so with that, perhaps he should petition the court to see if the guardianship could be transferred to him. That's the only change I think could be reasonable. But again, I don't have all the data and none of us do. But he's her son. He should be controlling his mother's estate. Don't know about the other family members, but Wendy's behaviours is troubling. I'm against hashtag Free Wendy Williams. Peace out.